will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dixon. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picked up the first down. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, And you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown to Illini. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're fine.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Pulls it in. It's Smith. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down to this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality.
Striving for the goal line, loose football. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot, somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. QB draw. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Arkin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Altmaier. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The sure hands. It's Tate. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And they're not on the same page there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move.
That is such a good job by the defense on third down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk in. But the defense was prepared, and they're ready for it. They make the tackle inbounds, now setting up fourth.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. Gonna run it. It's ball. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First and 10. Scanning the field. It's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Arkin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see them. Hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illinois is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.